There's a lot of talk these days about the opposite gender, the opposite sex, whatever, same shit. And it makes me sick to my stomach. I can't stand that shit. Men who are bitter and angry and pretend like your life would be better off without women, which is absurd. And women with daddy issues who walk around with so much hate and resentment, vitriol in their heart for men. Everything's men's fault. I see their essays on Substack, man. I don't read them because they make me very sad. Like I said, it makes me sick to my stomach. But I see them. And some of the things these women believe, man, so much vitriol and hatred in their heart. I don't know how it doesn't kill them, frankly. It's insane. It probably will kill them eventually. It'll just be a long, slow, miserable death. But I just don't have any time for any of the shit. Because it's like I said, listening to it makes me sick to my stomach. So many people are so misguided and just lost in these endless caverns of hatred and resentment, man. Is that how you want to live? Really? Because I thought this was pretty obvious for any of the very long list of reasons. God, nature, biology, art, your emotions, love. I mean, pick one, dude. Pick one or come up with your own. It doesn't really matter. But men and women are actually made for each other. Our parts fit together and everything. It's crazy. I know. You are supposed to enjoy the presence of the opposite sex, fair or strong, man to woman, woman to man. We're supposed to love each other, dude. It's one of the primary sources of happiness in a human life. Really. Love, romance, sex. Frankly, it's what I live for, dude. I mean, I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. Women bring me so much joy and happiness, it's unreal. Just looking at them is enough to melt my heart. And dude, they are so soft, it's unreal. I couldn't fucking believe it. Their skin is like velvet. The first time I touched a woman, like really touched a woman, my mind was blown. That's the first time I realized why it was actually wrong to hit women. Because I had heard that before, but it's like, what, they can take a lick? No, they can't, dude. They're these soft, delicate little beautiful angels who deserve to be loved and protected and cherished and, you know, fucked thoroughly, of course. But the culture on the internet, the way men and women talk about each other is repugnant. I cannot stand it. It breaks my heart. Because as soon as you take a step back and think about it with the smallest modicum of logic, you realize that hating the opposite sex is a fool's errand that leads nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And it will ruin your life. It'll one-shot you, dude. One-shot the shit out of you. People who carry that kind of genuine, real hatred and resentment in their heart for the opposite sex are very broken people, and they are wrong about a lot of things. They're very unhappy. They might say they always claim to be happy. They always put out there how happy they are and how much better they're like, I don't need no man. Man, these bitches. And then they go home and cry and masturbate to this sad, depressing, romantic porn. People don't know what they want, and that's something I'll get into in a minute. I don't need no man. Girl, I don't need no man. You don't need no man. I love being a single mother. It's great. Come on. It's ridiculous. But carrying that kind of hatred in your heart is a sure sign that you're a very broken person and wrong about a lot of things. Because if you don't want to reproduce, if you don't want to be around the people, the other humans who you need to be around in order to make new children, then your belief system, your worldview will disappear within one generation. This is not rocket science, right? Hating the opposite sex like that is so obviously wrong. It's such a fool's errand, but so many people engage with it. Anyone who tells you, encourages you to avoid the opposite gender, that they're evil, that they're bad, that they'll ruin your life, that your gender is better than them, they're working on the side of Satan, even if they're not aware of it, man. They're working for the devil, dude. Working for the devil. There's a difference between looking for advice, trying to understand, trying to get better at engaging with the opposite sex, and getting that information from a place or a person who comes at it from a place of trying to understand and genuine love. Like they just want people to be happy. That's one thing. But watching all that gender war content slop tent, right? That Gender-Sloptent, that's just pornography. It's evil, satanic pornography that will rot your head and rot your soul and ruin your life. The best book that I've ever read on trying to understand the beautiful, soft, magical, little sexy creatures that are women is The Rational Male. If women are driving you insane, if you don't understand them, if they're making you wanna all the time, then you need to read this book. And even if they're not, you should probably still read it because it's incredibly helpful. It might make you a little sad, it might make you a little angry, but it's very pragmatic and it comes from a place of just trying to understand. It doesn't come from a place of hate. It's just trying to be practical, trying to help you deal with people, deal with the women. It's a book for men about women, is what it is. So girls, I don't know what to do about that. The long and the short of it, the rundown, is that you need to accept women for what they are. Don't expect them to act like men because they are not want men. Again, not rocket science, but it's lost on a lot of people nowadays. Men and women are very different. Women do not want to be treated like men because they are not men. Making that click in your head is the key, or at least one of them. This is why the line between what a man is and what a woman is becoming so blurred since the 1960s is such an evil, horrible thing. Men want to be treated like men, and women want to be treated like women. They may claim otherwise, but people don't actually know what makes them happy almost always. At the end of the day, all that matters is what actually works. I'm not saying like a woman needs to stay in the kitchen and make sandwiches her whole fucking life, and that's how she'll be happy. Things are more complicated than that. I don't have all the answers, you know? But what I am saying is that the reason why so many men and women walk around in their day-to-day life carrying so much hatred and vitriol in their hearts for the people who are supposed to bring them so much joy and love and happiness in the world, that is because they resent each other for not being who they are supposed to be, not acting how they're supposed to act. 90% of men these days look, dress, and act like made. And there's nothing a woman hates more than a made. That's why they're walking around with so much resentment in their heart. That's why they hate men, right? The men they see are not men. They're made. And the reason these disgusting, lowbrow, gender-sloptent channels have so much ammunition is because women seem to think that the way they make men like them is by being aggressive and arrogant, dressing like a dirty slut and acting like a I mean, and everything is so backward with it. Even taking sex out of it. Nobody likes being around people who are rude and annoying. And when women dress and act like that, and they think like that, they're rude and annoying. Are the wheels turning here a little bit? It's not rocket science, like I said. God, dude. Anytime like a cute, attractive, feminine girl who dresses nicely and doesn't look or talk and act like a bitch makes her rounds around the internet, all the dudes lose their mind over. They fall in love with her, start posting about how they want to cuddle her and kiss her and shit. I get why it happens, dude, because it touches my heart too. You know, they're the most beautiful thing in the world. I love it. I'm obsessed with it, dude. I'm obsessed with, honest, really. I am pretty obsessed with it. It's been getting, part of what's driving me so much lately is love and beauty. And that's why I like talking about it so much. I'm into photography and video work, if you can't tell. One of the projects I have cooking up in the back of my head right now is a coffee table photo book entirely focused on women that captures the essence of what it is that makes them so beautiful, why I love them so much. The joy in their eyes, dude. When they have genuine smiles that reach their eyes and they just light up with a little sparkle. Fuck, dude. I love that shit. All men love that shit. If you, on the off chance you're a woman watching this, smile in a way that it reaches your eyes, and the only way you can do that is by being happy and beautiful. The beautiful clothing that they wear, dude. Not this disgusting, degenerate fucking athleisure, dude. It sucks so much joy out of life. I want to kill whoever came up with that shit. I want to kill them. Oh my god. The delicate little parts of their body, their collarbones, a woman's collarbone, maybe the most beautiful part of her, dude. Their wrists, their delicate little wrists and hands, their shoulders, dude. Their fragile beauty that is so delicate yet so disarming, so totally disarming. The type of beauty that'll launch 1,000 ships, dude. Well, and you know, full frontal nudity, because I'm not a prude, nor am I gay or a liar, and I want to see that. I do want to see that. I want to see a lot of that. Because a woman's body, the female form, is a work of art. It's the most beautiful thing on the planet. God's best work. Nothing else even comes close to making me feel like that. The only thing I can kind of compare it to is like, flowers do bring up that similar kind of emotion in me. Flowers in mountains, the awe-inspiring nature of a mountain vista, right? The beauty of a woman carries both of those things at once. A woman is a beautiful flower growing through stone. So fragile, so delicate, but so strong at the same time. I love it, and I want to show that. I want people to see it. People need to see it. I am going to bring this project into fruition because we live in a world that is severely lacking in beauty, and it breaks my heart. Everything is so great. People are so unhappy and they don't know why. And the answer is beauty, or the lack of it. Nothing is beautiful anymore. People don't put value in beauty. People don't even think about it anymore. Women don't wear athleisure clothing because they want to look beautiful. They wear it because they think they should. They would rather dress like that and fit in than be beautiful. Beauty is the answer. Beauty will save the world, and I mean that literally, fully, and intensely, not in some gay little woo-woo sense. Like I mean it with a fire, man. Because beauty is dangerous too. That's why beautiful women are so often so alone in reality. People are afraid of them because there is something to be afraid of. Beauty is dangerous. The satanic forces that are at play in our world that are trying to destroy everything and ruin our lives make men into made because that makes them weak. And they make women ugly for the exact same reason. Beauty is where a woman gets her strength. Not being a made is where a man gets his. When men have that delicate, fragile strength and beauty in their hearts. They have something that they want to defend, that they would die to protect. They would die before they give it up. A beautiful woman will make or break a man. And when there are enough beautiful women around and they start making men instead of breaking them, well, that's when the ball starts rolling.